Do you live without purpose, without a mission, without a vision? Hey, it's Lenny Wennerstrom, and I am here to help you to find your purpose. And I still do that even though we are still in the hospital with hubby. And I use this as a tool, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose by Dr. Shad Helmstetter. In this book, we have a passage every single day. And today's passage on July 23rd, day 205, 161 days left, and 56.01% complete with 2024. We were just rolling down that year. So I'm being a little bit quiet because my hubby is in here, and it's an ICU. So let's read this. Let's read the passage. I refuse to walk aimlessly on the road of average. I will not live without purpose, without direction, and without a powerful goal to guide me. But I know that I do have a purpose, and living for that purpose is my number one goal. We talk about your purpose being your mission. So what is your mission? Look, Lynette's right there. Oh, she just left. She ran away really fast. So, our daughter. So let's turn it around. And we turn it around, and we have, when you have your higher self talk to you, and you're talking to yourself like, you know, you really ought to do this, or this could really benefit you, rather than saying I, speaking first person, but second person, I like to think of that as your higher person, your higher self speaking to you, guiding you. So let's read that with that, not the way that Dr. Shad has written in here, but turning that around. You refuse to walk aimlessly on the road of average. You are not average. You are definitely not average. You wouldn't even be watching this if you were average. You will not live without a purpose, without direction, and without a powerful goal to guide you. But you know that you do have a purpose, and living for that purpose is your number one goal. I'm always hoping that you will look for your purpose if you haven't found it yet, and find. If you have not decided what your mission in life is, I'm always hopeful that you will be, and that's why I come back time after time. And just because of what I teach, the practical spirituality, which practical spirituality is the one leg, or the one principle is the spiritual journey, and the second is the human experience. If you've been following me for any time recently, you know that I am, my daughter and myself, we are here with my hubby, is intubated, and he had a very got a blood infection that just pretty much knocked him out, along with some other complications. So he is intubated here in the hospital, and it's constantly touch and go, and so the really cool thing is I understand what we really are, and I understand his go ahead, steal it. This is on a video, so
Hello.
Oh look, there he is. Say hi, Austin.
Hello, everybody.
In YouTube Landia, or any Instagram or wherever, social media. So he's the best nurse, and his name is Austin. He's the best nurse, and he's so great. Anyway, so there's Lynette. I don't know how to do it. The whole world is coming. So the human experience, and I told you that I would tell you, like, my experience, to show you that your self-talk and who you are, and understanding who and what you really are on the spiritual side, and then also your ability that you have unlimited promise and potential, and also on the spiritual side, a tool. It's always about tools. Practical spirituality is all about tools. That's why I love it, because I can practice it every day. And I can tell you that when my mother passed away, basically in my arms, not in my arms, but I was there, we were together, and it was really, really traumatic for me, because she was my bestest friend in the world. But now I have another bestest friend who may decide to stay or go, and that is my husband of, I think, 34, 35, 36 years. Anyway, it's a long time. And and we've been together for all those years, obviously. But you know, this may be the end for him on planet Earth, and so while sometimes I can feel crumbly and fall apart, I understand what we really are, and I understand that this is all a journey, and it's not for me to decide what's best for him. It's for him to decide what the journey is. Now, am I advocating for him and all of that? Sure. Yet, I'm not in control of whether he stays or goes. What I am in control of is, and it's not that it doesn't hurt, but I want you to understand that no matter how difficult things are, when you understand your own power, and when you understand that things happen for you, not to you, and I think in the last video I said, when something happens to you or something, that's a program, running still, that I haven't changed, because I don't believe things happen to you. I believe things happen for you. And as difficult as this might seem, I have absolutely no idea what might be around the corner, and I have no idea whether he will stay and then some more amazingness happens around the corner, or I just don't know what the next chapter is. But what I have control of is me and my thoughts and what I think and my attitude about everything. And my attitude is, my belief is so strong that that we are individual expressions of the one, and that we just come here as an experience, and it just brings me a lot of peace. So while it's still difficult, and again I do get crumbly, I just want to show you how you can move from the worst of situations into creating something that is so flowy, being in the flow state, and not having the constant sadness, and it's fine to grieve. It's fine to, I've been grieving just because of the situation, and but it's and that's definitely not living in the moment, is it? In the present. So it's the human experience. That's the second part of what I teach. So, but yet it's so beautiful, because being a human is so beautiful. So when you have your purpose, and we're going to go back to today's, it's you're not walking aimlessly. You literally are. You know what your mission is, and you're constantly defining and redefining and creating skills around it, and using it, and it flows in your life, and things just get easier and easier, even through the most difficult times. And I've talked about how, and this is one of Dr. Shad Helmstedter's books. It's not in print anymore, but it's You Can Excel in Times of change. And this is definite change for Lynette and myself, for our daughter. There's Lynette. She's our little astrologer. We're just here in the little hospital room. I see you. I see you. I see you. It makes me laugh. Never mind. I do have a personality and a sense of humor, thank goodness. So we've been laughing a lot about stuff. Yeah, we have this little compression sock that was Steve's. Maybe she'll show it to you. And long ago, when he was supposed to be wearing these compression socks, and I'll get back to you. But see this? I rolled it up, and I wrote "Hola." We know we speak Spanish, so I wrote "Hola" and I forgot what else. Ciao, because we always say ciao ciao at the end, when we leave. But I wrote all these things and put a little rubber band on it, and I started hiding it in her purse or someplace after she would leave our house. And the first time she got so mad at me.
It's gross. It was like a dirty sock in my bag.
And then she finally, after I think the second time that I stuffed it in one of her bags, she did it back to me, and she actually put it in my goal book. So I definitely found it, and it's just something fun that a mommy baby does. It's just one of those little things that we do together. one of Steve's old compression socks. So that's a story. He never wore it. I just rolled it up. So she thinks it's stinky. Anyway, it has been on a hospital floor
Then
and
we
stuff.
have a tracker for it.
And what?
We have a Notion tracker for it.
Oh yes, the Notion, the software tracker. So anyway, so we just do things like that. But I just put it in. She has some gummy bears, and I and I just put it in her gummy bears, and she's like, "Mommy." She thought she was going to get a break just because we were in ICU with her dad, but no. So I do have a sense of humor. But anyway, back to you and purpose and finding your purpose and not walking aimlessly through life. This is, and being average. When you have your purpose and when you know who and what you really are, and life just feels more, you feel more in flow. And the difficult things that I was telling you, Dr. Shad Helmstedter's book, that is, I don't believe is any longer in print, but you can excel in times of change. You can. Like, this is definitely change. And I know that there's something very beautiful coming around the corner. I don't know what it is. I don't know what is going to happen. But I do know that I am open to receive, and I am accepting. And I'm accepting of Steve's journey. And I am accepting of mine. So it's just, it's not pushing back, like what you resist persists. No, it's more just moving in the flow. So I share that with you because maybe someday that could help you if you think about it and you're really in difficult times, maybe even a move or someone in your family, a divorce or who knows what. Just understand that there's something really beautiful around the corner because you chose it all. And the universe is never going to do something that's going to kick your butt just to kick your butt, because you are the universe. You are an individual expression of the one. So it's just a matter of degree. So but these are some of the things I teach, and it just really, really helps. And they're practices that help us. And this is, I come on every single day, and even during this time, because I love you and because I want you to see that you can, no matter what change, no matter what challenges you have, you can excel. You can have success in every single area of your life, absolutely, because you were born with unlimited promise and potential. And this is the neuroplasticity that I talk about all the time, until you take your very last breath on this planet. And believe me, I am doing neuroplasticity with Steve. I am constantly telling him things and putting the self-talk app and meditations so that it gets into his brain, like, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Because until you take your very last breath on this planet, however that works, your brain is constantly recording, and when it's repeated, it becomes a program. It replaces an old negative program. So that's the story. I love you so very, very much, and I'm going to read this one last time just so you have it, and then I'll love you even more at the end. I refuse to walk aimlessly on the road of average. I will not live without purpose, without direction, and without a powerful goal to guide me. Goals are a spiritual practice. You're bringing from the invisible into the material world, into the visible. But I know that I do have a purpose, and living for that purpose is my number one goal. Yes, again, I love you so very, very much. So you can do this. You can find your purpose. You can create your purpose. You can activate your purpose, and you can be, do, have, create, become absolutely anything. I believe in you. And as always, shining my light to brighten yours. We'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.